I want to ask you what issue you think is the most important one to have bipartisanship on right now in the new Congress.
Well, I think the thing that's going to hit us in the long run is going to be climate change. And right now, it's an issue that Republicans just haven't been able to deal with at all. And I hope that as the public moves and as the evidence builds up, that they'll find a way to free themselves to deal with it, because we badly, badly need to take action. The world is looking to us, and the consequences if we get it wrong will not be good for a nation that leads by the power of its example.
The U.S. has proposed, or they pledged, billions to fight climate change. What more do you think needs to be done in terms of getting other nations involved in the issue?
Well, I think that the best solution and the most economically effective solution is to put an international price on carbon so that the markets can work correctly. And there's not this huge built-in subsidy to the polluting fuels. Getting there is going to require U.S. leadership, and I hope a general agreement can be reached this winter in Paris.
So you don't think a price on carbon could hurt the economy in any way?
Well, if the money were just mailed away to Mars, yeah, that would probably hurt the economy. But if you put the money straight back into the economy through lowered tax rates particularly, then the economy has the same amount of money. And I think what you'd find is that the tax reductions spurred activity, and the money that went back to regular workers was spent in the economy more quickly than extra returns to these big multinational corporations. So I would think that a proper, what they call revenue neutral carbon fee would actually kick up economic activity and be a net plus. And there's a fair amount of even very conservative economic analysis to support that view.
And I do want to get your opinion on one other thing. The president's been getting criticized a lot today because he said that the terrorist attack in the supermarket in Paris was a random attack. He's not saying it was a terrorist attack, and some people criticize him for that rhetoric. Do you think that's a fair criticism?
I mean, I think there are a lot of people who leap to criticize either poor word choice or one that they misunderstand. I assume that the president meant random rather than in the sense of, persistent. And despite the calls for international jihad, we've had quite few events in a world of billions of people. And in that sense, I think it was random, meaning in the sense of unusual. Clearly, the intent of the murderers in that crime was to murder those folks to vindicate a jihadi point of view. So I don't think in that sense it was a random crime. But I think we should calm down a little bit about trying to attack each other over word choices where there are multiple meanings that it could be susceptible of. But that's radio talk show and Fox News these days.